All right, we have the Facebook Live. So guys, get your watch parties ready and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna go ahead and make my watch party and then we'll go ahead and start. Live. Oh. All right, we're good to go. Hold on. So you guys can hear me, right? All right. So, what's up, guys? Happy Monday. Matter of fact, happy Memorial Day, guys. Let's take a moment to honor those who paid the ultimate price. That's the ultimate price for freedom and for stability in this country, guys. I just wanted to make that known before we go into this. But guys, I want you guys to stay tuned to the very end. I hope you guys are ready with your notepad and your pen. Maybe not, but I want you guys to sit to the very end because this information I'm about to share with you guys is a life changer. You're going to be hearing from some amazing individuals who I'm going to share with you guys later, but I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. Let me introduce myself. My name is CJ, okay, guys? And I'm 27 years old. I have 2 beautiful children and a fiance that I love. And I've been doing this business that I'm about to share with you guys for a couple years now. I've been in this industry for about 6 years. And man, let me tell you guys, it has been a ride. So, make sure no matter what your circumstances are, make sure you get somewhere quiet, eliminate those distractions, and let's go ahead and jump in. So yeah, guys, I first stumbled into this whole world, right? This whole world of network marketing about 5-6 years ago. I didn't have a stable home. I was either living on my mom's couch, living in my car, living at my friend's house. My daughter was 2 months old. I was struggling. I was the definition of a burnout. I dropped out of college, not because I didn't have an interest, but because I needed to work. I needed to work. I was so broke that, my paychecks were spent before I even got paid. How many of you guys ever been that broke? Your paychecks were spent. Like you were broke before you even got paid. And maybe I'm the only one, who knows? But I was so broke, guys. I was on WIC food stamps, obviously for our daughter, who is now 6. I was just struggling really bad. And it was mainly because I made a lot of bad decisions, the way I grew up and whatnot. So I had a lot of credit card debt. I had a lot of student loans. I had really bad credit already. And I had a pretty decent job. I was getting paid like $11 an hour, but then I got laid off. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of my backstory, right? So I got laid off and, I was on Facebook like any other person. I'm still putting in resumes. I'm trying to find a new job. But, I stumbled upon this opportunity that I had been sleeping on for like 2 years. Like, let's be real, guys. This is not your first time seeing this opportunity or, whoever's watch party you're watching, you probably saw them posting about this business before. Like, let's just be completely honest. I don't like to beat around the bush. And that was me. I was just like you, I was like, what if it ain't real? I don't know if this is for me. But I reached the point of like, screw it. I'll try anything at this point. I'll try anything at least once, So I really just kind of got involved just to try to make another paycheck until I could find a new job, if I'm being honest with you guys, and this turned out to be a complete life changer, but I'm gonna break down exactly how. For me, I was working like 80 hours a week, guys, and I was still broke. But the sucky part about it was, I never got to see my daughter. My daughter was 2 months old at the time. I missed milestones. I couldn't go to any of the doctor's appointments. When a baby's first born, how many of you guys got kids? Drop a 1 below. If you got children, or if you've had children, and they're grown up now. When they're so young, that's like the most precious phase. I had my son about a year ago. He's a little over a year old now, like 14 months. And man, it was just awesome being able to go to every single doctor's visit, experience the milestones, even the little stuff, like when you grab their arms and they pull themselves up, like little stuff like that, that means the world to me. I missed out on all that with my daughter. And, you know, my fiance, Candace, she was still in high school at the time. So our daughter was at a daycare in the school, basically being watched by student helpers all day, you know. So it was a real tough time, and it was also taking the toll on our relationship, because at the time we were real young. She was 18, I was like 22, you know. But since we were never together, you know, it was like very easy to argue, you know. And maybe you guys might be having relationship issues, maybe not, you know. And maybe it's because you guys don't get enough time together, you know. So for me, what this opportunity blessed me with most, you know, let alone making over $1 million, making a multiple six-figure income online with this business, you know, traveling all over the world, doing all kinds of things, living in, you know, the house of my dreams, having a brand new Tahoe outside, you know, that Mercedes, doesn't matter. The material things, those things can be replaced. But what this opportunity blessed me with most is time. You know, I got time to spend with my daughter, and now she's, you know, a daddy's girl. I'm getting to be in my son's life and watch him grow, and man, I'm excited. You know, they're like two little mini me's. And you know, that is, and me and my fiance's relationship is better than ever. So, you know, for you guys, I want you to understand, like, this opportunity, you might be looking at it right now as, hey, I could possibly make some extra income or whatever, right? But you might find that this completely changes your life. And I want you guys to leave that open as a possibility in the back of your mind as you listen to everything that I have to say. Okay, guys? So what is this amazing opportunity that I'm talking about, right? Like, I sound very passionate about it, right? And rightfully so. This opportunity is called myEcon, okay? This is your personal financial success company. It's been around for over 15 years, has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, and is accredited, okay, guys? So, you know, there's no kind of you don't have to question its credibility or its legitimacy, guys. You know, this business is 100% legit, and you know, I wouldn't put my face on something that you know, that isn't, you know. So that's great to know. So what is myEcon all about, guys? Just like I said, it's your personal financial success company. So, you know, there's two ways that myEcon helps you increasing your cash flow. Okay, it's leveraging the strategies in the membership, and number two is creating business income, generating business income. So I'm gonna get to the business income part later. That's the part that attracted me to this business, guys. But first, I want to share with how it can help you right now. Okay, so understand that in myEcon, I mean, in the world, really, in the United States, you know, over 90% of America, you know, they're overpaying in taxes. How many of you guys have a job? How many of you still the lucky few who have a job? You know, drop a 1 below if you still have a job. Amen. Amen, right? Look, guys, the reason why I say amen, you know, there's nothing wrong with jobs. We got to provide. We got to feed our families, right? We have to take care of our families. I don't care. You know, I'm grateful that I stumbled upon this opportunity, but I'll do anything to provide for mine. I'll go out there. I'll dig ditches. I'll knock on doors. You know, I'll sell Girl Scout cookies. I don't care. I have no shame, right? If it means provided for my family. I'm joking around. But for real though, you know? And the reason why I say the lucky few is because millions, tens of millions of Americans are getting laid off every single, well, not every day, but, you know, every day thousands of Americans are getting laid off. Is totaled over, you know, the tens of millions. You know, in just the past couple months alone, over 10 million Americans filed for unemployment. And, you know, the sucky part is they're going to be waiting a really long time because there's so many people filing for it. You know, so the lucky few who still got a job, you know, I want to talk to you guys about this strategy real quick. Okay, guys? So this is the first strategy. There's 5 different ways that myEcon strategies in the membership is going to help you with increasing your cash flow. And this is the first one. It's called correcting your tax withholding. We call it the W4 strategy. Okay, guys? This is the first strategy of income shifting. You guys are going to learn something. I'm giving you guys free game right here, okay? So you, as a person with a job, When you get your membership with myEcon, you are now classified as a home-based business owner. And I want you guys to understand something about, regular people and business owners in America. Okay. You know the term that they say the rich get richer. Well, the rich are those who own the businesses. The businesses are the rich, right? And the reason why they get richer is because they spend less percentage-wise on taxes, okay? And there's a reason why businesses get a benefit on taxes, because businesses create opportunity in America. That's how you're gonna. Those are the people who create the jobs. Those who create economic circulation in the country. Okay, so without businesses, the economy would not be able to flow. That is why America is the richest country on the planet. Okay, guys. So understand that even as a person with just a regular job, when you get your myEcon membership, now you are classified as a business owner. Okay, so on top of being able to do what we call the W-4 strategy, which I'm gonna break down in a second, you're also gonna be able to lower your taxes because you're also a business owner. So when you combine these two strategies together, right? We have people like Latoya, who you guys are gonna hear from at the end of this call, right? Generating over $1,000 a month extra without doing any extra work, all from their job, just following this simple strategy. How many of you guys, if you could make an extra $50 a month, would that help you with the bill? $100 a month, would that help you with a bill? $100 a month, that'll cover my light bill, that'll cover my water bill. How many of you guys would that completely change your life? Before, if I knew about this when I had a job, guys, man, $100 would have changed everything, because guys, I was so broke. I was getting credit cards to try to keep up, knowing that I couldn't pay them back. And that's what got me in that hole of debt. I was going to AmSky getting payday loans, knowing I wasn't going to pay it back because I didn't have the money. But I knew that if I didn't do it, I wouldn't have a roof over my head. And maybe you guys aren't in that bad of a situation, but you don't want to get into the situation that I got into, because I was in so deep that, I'm still getting my way out today, and that's after making a lot of money. And it's because, for the longest, I was not financially literate, and that's why as my kids grow up, I'm going to make sure, they're going to get their education, but they're also going to be, they're also going to have their financial education. It's very, very important. All right, so how many of you guys would that change your life? Just say me, extra $50 to $1,000 a month. There's people making $1,500, $2,000 a month extra. It really just depends on your job, your situation, etc. Right? Everybody has their own unique situation, but man, we are creating thousands of success stories here at myEcon, especially within our team. Man, it's been a crazy journey seeing people join, and then as soon as their next paycheck, getting an instant pay raise at their job. They didn't have to go ask their boss or prove why they feel like they deserve a raise. No, you turn in a simple piece of paper that took you 20 minutes, following our step-by-step video that breaks everything down, right? And then you print out the paper, bring it into your HR department, okay? It's a W-4 document. We literally show you how to do it on the IRS website, okay? And there's a reason, how do I say this? We go on the IRS website, so it's not like some kind of scheme or anything, but understand that it has to be broken down in a way where you can understand the language, Like if you try to go on there yourself, you're not going to know what you're looking at, and that's okay. So it's amazing, guys. It's been a complete life changer. Let's go into the next strategy, okay? The next strategy. Okay, so we covered correcting your tax withholding, life changer, right? People are getting way more on their paychecks, because all that tax being taken out, you're being overtaxed, right? Why wait until the beginning of the next year to get a refund on the tax that you overpaid on? You're going to find that you could still get your refund, but every paycheck would still be bigger. It's amazing. It's amazing, guys. You're going to be lowering your taxes that you pay every year, meaning that you're going to get paid more. Right? But also, you're going to learn how to eliminate your debt. Guys, we have a debt elimination software and training that is going to help you with eliminating your debt. Guys, understand, if you want to be at the peak of your financial life, really in your life in general, you got to start working on your finances. I learned the hard way that it's not all about just making more money. right? Because if you could make a lot of money, but if you have a lot of debt and you have bad credit, guess what? You still have no buying power. You still have to pay for things cash. My Tahoe that I got, guys, unfortunately, I had to pay for it cash, $67,000 cash, and it was because when I bought it, I didn't have good credit. I didn't know about these strategies, so imagine how much money I could have saved. I would have much rather get it on payments because you buy it cash, it deteriorates in value. I get it in payments and I could just trade it in, and get a brand new one in a few years. So it's just things like that I learned, like, wow, that's mind blowing. It's no wonder there's people who don't make as much money as me. They're regular people just like you and I, right? They might have a decent job, but they have great credit and they always have nice cars. They have a nice house. It's because they are financially educated. So that's strategy number 4, building great credit. And guys, if you ever wanted to explore the out there in the world of business, right? What better way to start a business than to leverage credit? You want to get into the real estate game. They teach you about OPM. How many of you guys know what OPM is? Just drop what OPM means down below. Let's see how many of you guys, ever been to a real estate seminar. I know I have. I'm like, man, one day I'm going to get into it, right? I think we've all been there, right? And that's okay. OPM stands for other people's money, okay, guys? So you want to get to a point where, if you think about it, I used to tell myself, man, one day I'm going to win the lottery and I'm going to get into real estate. Like, that was the only way. That was my plan. Like, I'm going to win the lottery. Like, that's my plan of how I'm going to get rich one day, right? Oh, man. But, yeah, what I learned is that you could leverage good credit and also leverage business credit to leverage other people's money, because there's other people who will pay for it, who have that buying power, right? And then all you have to do is leverage your credit. And say, for example, you're flipping a house. I'm just making a quick example. You flip a house, say it was $100,000 and you need $30,000 for the renovations, etc. You get a loan for the $130,000, you sell it for $200,000. You still profited that 70 while paying back that loan before you have to pay interest. That's how you leverage other people's money. And I was mind blown when I found out about this. But there's other ways that you could leverage good credit. You want to get a house, you want to get a car, right? You're going to need good credit unless you want to pay out of pocket. Most people, you're not going to have enough money to pay that out of pocket. Matter of fact, over 85% of Americans don't even have $1,000 in their bank account. So don't feel bad if you don't. It's the majority of Americans. But I want to tell you guys that you don't have to be one of those 85%. You want to get yourself into the higher percentiles, right? So the last strategy in the myEcon membership, and then I'm going to get to the juicy stuff, right? Is building investment, okay? Leveraging investments, okay? So you're going to learn about a company called Fidelity that does investments, right? And a few others. You could literally start there with pretty much nothing and slowly work your way up to a large investment account. Guys, understand, what you're getting with myEcon is the secrets that the rich know and don't share with the rest of America, because the rest of America isn't educated on this stuff. You guys want to get in on that inner circle and learn this stuff that, that school isn't teaching us, college isn't teaching us. We gotta get in on this membership and learn. And guys, let me tell you, man, it's completely changed my life, because I was a top earner in a previous business before this, and I made a lot of money, but I didn't know about all this stuff, and I overpaid in taxes, hardcore. I paid so much in taxes. I didn't fix my credit because I didn't know what I was doing. Guys, I want to tell you a little bit about myself again. I came from the hood, okay, when I was little. My dad wasn't in my life. My mom worked like 3 jobs, growing up. So when I started making money, I didn't know what to do. You give someone money who never made money before. I'm buying designer. I'm shopping. I'm traveling all over the place. I was acting stupid. I didn't know any better. And then when tax time came around, I was scared as heck. So, everybody needs this kind of information, even people who already make money, even people who got good credit. You could pay someone to fix your credit, but you're not going to be able to, prevent it from happening again. And that's the big one, So why not learn how to do it yourself, guys? You're going to learn how to fix your credit using what is called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I'm going to break it down real fast, right? Because I didn't break it down. The 3 credit bureaus, there's a law that states that you could dispute anything on your credit report, right? And they have 30 days to respond and verify that information. Otherwise, it has to be deleted. And guys, this works on anything. I've had student loans deleted, medical debt deleted, credit card collections deleted. Candace, my fiance's brother, had a repossession removed from his credit. Guys, it's crazy. You don't have to pay that debt. You don't have to pay that account because, when it goes into a collections, they sold that account and they wrote it off on their taxes as a loss. They're not losing because they saved it. Remember, businesses, they save when they lose. Okay, the biggest winners in business are those who lose the most, right? That's why these companies, they don't sweat to hurry up and write off, when you didn't pay your bill, because guess what? They could save that much more in their taxes. It's just money they get to keep in their pocket that they would have spent anyways if they were not a business, right? So now that it's a different company that owns your debt, most of Americans don't know this and they go and pay it. But since they are not the ones who you had that agreement with, they cannot, you don't have to pay them. Okay. And I learned this after already paying a few off, but I was like, wow, this is mind blowing. I saved thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, guys. And, I've showed this to my mom. We showed this to Candace's mom, her brother, all kinds of our family and thousands of Americans around the country. You guys are going to hear from a few of them, but I'm just going to break down one last thing. Okay. Remember, I said there's 2 ways you could increase your cash flow, right? I'm going to break it down real quick. Okay. So this is generating business income, and this is what caught my attention. This is what made me want to get started with myEcon, because remember, before I didn't know all this stuff. But how many of you guys, you agree that, man, this would be a no-brainer? Get me started right now, right? $50 to $1,000 a month without doing any extra work. And then I get to also increase my cash flow by building a business. Get me started. Guys, to get started with myEcon, to get all these benefits and also build your business, it's only $29.95 to start, okay? And then 30 days from now, it'll be $34.95 a month to keep your membership active. That's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket compared to all the potential. Matter of fact, if you follow these strategies, your membership's going to pay for itself and then some, okay? It's that simple. It's free. It's already done. So why not take advantage of it? But then on top of that, we understand, you got right now bills, you got rent, mortgage right around the corner. You got your utilities, etc., right? We got this whole COVID-19 mess that's making us dip into our savings, or maybe you didn't have any. We need some right now income, and myEcon understands that. So instead of leveraging, billboards, commercials, radio ads, etc., myEcon's like, why not pay you guys to help refer others, and other companies have done this, Planet Fitness, you refer a friend, you get a free month or something, right? T-Mobile, you refer people to switch to T-Mobile, they give you a $50 credit. Companies do this all the time. myEcon's gonna pay you cold hard cash, baby. Cold. I'm just gonna show you guys something tangible because you guys might think I'm playing. Cold hard cash. Every single time you refer someone to myEcon, okay, for just $29.95, it's not, guys, there's companies out here charging hundreds to get started in their business, hundreds to fix your credit, right? It's only $30 to get started, and you're going to get $25 every single time you refer somebody. Every single time. How many of y'all know somebody who has a job? Hey, if you have a job, all the people who work at your job got a job, right? You got family members who got a job. You got, friends and family who have a job or who need to improve their credit, who have debt. Even if you don't want to refer them, we could all agree there's millions Millions upon millions of Americans out there who are in that situation. And what about the tens of millions who just got laid off, who filed for unemployment, who are looking for work right now? You can't tell me that there's opportunity. Look, guys, America is the land of opportunity, and you got to get with the times. But we're building on social media, so those $25 are coming easier than ever, and I'm going to break it down. But first, I want you to understand that this is a team effort. You know, we do everything as a team here. Matter of fact, this call that you're watching right now is for the team. Okay, so you're going to be able to utilize this as well as the training, the step-by-step training that we have. We have a website with dedicated videos showing you exactly how it's done. You're going to find people who are going to come to you from all over America. Okay, they're going to come to you wanting to learn about myEcon. Okay, and then you are going to get paid for it. But remember, they're going to want to build their business too, right? So since they joined under you and they're working on building their business, and they're going to get their 25 every single time they refer someone, you're going to get up to $7 every single time this happens. And I want to tell you, maybe in the beginning, you know, you might be thinking small. Oh, well, if I only got 5 people, okay. Just think, okay, this is a long-term business, right? You got some right now income with the $25, but when you really build your team, guys, like I have, you know, you might have only been able to get 2 or 3 people to sign up in a week, right? But then your team is getting hundreds. Guys, we're growing at a rapid rate right now, okay? And when you stick in for the long haul and you build yourself a team, you know, the growth of your team, you're going to be making hundreds, thousands a week, a month, you know, off of them trying to build their business too. And since we move as a team, everybody's going to be winning, you know? That's why everybody's winning. Look at what we're doing right now. This watch party. This Facebook Live that you're watching is literally us putting on for the team to make sure that everybody wins. And you're going to have access to these same strategies as well. Okay? But not only that, because look, we got residual bills. You know, every month that mortgage is due. Every month that rent is due. Every month that electric, that water, that gas, the cable, phone. Oh my God, there's so many bills, right? We got residual bills that are due every month. We might as well get paid every month. Right? So myEcon understands that, and they want to help you build a residual income. So every single month that anybody in your organization, even if you didn't refer them, maybe they got referred by someone that got referred by someone that got referred by someone. It's kind of like a family tree, right? It's like your 6th distant cousin twice removed. When they pay their membership, you're getting paid up to $8 each person, depending on what rank you are in the business. And guys, it is easy to rank up in this business. Matter of fact, you know, we have a private Facebook community, you know, where you're going to receive support. So it doesn't matter who you sign up under. You know, sign up under the person whose watch party you're watching or whoever invited you to the Zoom meeting, right? It doesn't matter. You could even come to me for help. But right now, tonight, I want to let you guys know that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and my business partner, Catherine, we're hosting what is called Mastermind Monday. And we're going to be sharing with you guys what it takes to be a top earner in this business. So you guys want to make sure that you get in before then, so then you can get this information. Because I'm going to share with you guys how I became a top earner here in myEcon and made over $1 million in the industry. I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's done. Like, look, there's nothing special about me. Look, I got crooked teeth, nappy hair. You know, I'm young, I'm colored, right? It doesn't matter. None of that matters. It doesn't matter what you look like, how old you are, boy, girl, short, tall, old, young. It doesn't matter. Anybody can see success here, okay, guys? So, look, man, if you have any doubt in yourself, I had doubts. You know, maybe there's people that are doubting you. Maybe there's people doubting the business model. They don't know. They don't have the same vision as you. You sat here through this call because you want more out of your life, okay? So you want to get with the person who started this watch party, even if you never talked to them before, and get started right away. But look, man, I understand if, you know, it's one thing to hear from me. You might want to hear from a few others. So I brought some amazing individuals here who you guys are going to hear from. And you know, hold on real quick. I'm going to just show you guys the panel of all the people who are actually on here watching as well. You know, so as you can see, there's a bunch of us. I'm going to let everybody unmute themselves real quick. You know, guys, make some noise and show them who Team Six Figures is.
It's JD. I'll be your first one.
Thanks for coming to the
What's
call.
up? Happy to have you on the team.
Do it tonight.
Yes. Do this.
Yes.
Let's
Join
do
up
this.
now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the team.
Don't do it now.
Heard.
Now turns
Thanks
to
for
never.
coming.
Heard.
Period.
All walks of life, all
Let's
talks,
go.
all sizes, all ages. We up in this.
All right. Woo! Yo, guys, they brought the energy. They're pumped up. I hope you guys are pumped up. Hey, man, but even more than that, you know, it's one thing that it's A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. It's another that it's accredited. You know, you've heard it from me, right? But I'm going to share with you guys some real success stories of people who are seeing results in this business. You know, people who have either just started and people who've been with us for a while now and taking it to the next level. So the first person I want to bring onto the panel, man, she is a superstar. You know, she's an even better speaker than I am. You know, she's going to bring the energy, you know, so I want her to kick it off. Yo, LaToya, I'm calling on you. Here, I'll go ahead and mute you real quick. Where are you? Boom.
Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. Hey guys, my name is LaToya Rice. I have been with myEcon for 3 years, and I am so excited to share my testimony. So thank you so much, CJ, for allowing me to come on here and share my testimony. So here's the thing, you guys. This company has really helped change my life. Because of this company, I am now a homeowner. Before I was a part of this company, I was broke. Your girl didn't know nothing about saving money. My credit score was in the hole. I remember doing a live telling you guys how low, how embarrassing, honey. My credit score was like a 427, okay? You guys, do y'all know that now that I've been with this company, learning all the strategies, that my credit score is above 790, you guys? Do y'all know that with this company, I am making residual income? And the biggest point I want to make about this company, that they taught me to stop being overtaxed, okay? Many of you guys, y'all working for all these companies out here, and you don't even know that you are being overtaxed, honey. I was being overtaxed thousands, tons upon thousands, 10,000 and more. Every single year they were overtaxing me. So when I joined this opportunity, you guys, I gave myself a pay raise. I bring home 500. It's like a little bit like $510 or something like that on every paycheck. So that means I bring home like close to $1,100, you guys, every month. What could you do with that? What could you do with an extra $1,100? And let me tell you guys something else. When I joined myEcon, it was $99.95. You guys, for you guys to sign up today, it's $29.95. Now, come on. You done spent more on that, honey, on your hair. You done spent $29.95 in your gas. You done spent $29.95, honey, on an outfit, on some shoes. Honey, when you went to Walmart, you spent $29.95. Use that $29.95 to invest in your future goals, to invest in building your credit over 750. Let me tell you how important your credit is. Let me tell y'all something. They wasn't going to look at me if I didn't have good credit. They was not going to look at me for this beautiful house if I didn't have good. Yeah, I had the cash flow, but honey, if your credit ain't where it needs to be, you cannot get a business loan. You can't get a home owner's loan. You know, you can't get any of that without good credit. And I really wish that somebody would have taught me a long time ago that my credit was my lifeline, that, honey, you can't do nothing without good credit. You know, you can't get a car, you can't even get a crib, and you can't get a credit card, or sometimes you can't even get a cell phone without good credit. So when I tell you guys, take this seriously, don't make the same mistake I made over 10 years ago, you know, with making bad choices financially. And I'm telling you, myEcon, you guys, you really do. You learn the strategies of the wealthy. And this company here has opened my eyes to see life in such a bigger picture, not just about me, but it's about my children. It's not just about me, it's about my house, my husband, my family. You know, it's bigger than me. And so I say all that to say, when you get started, listen, 6 figures, we a family, y'all. We come together, we do these motivational calls, we do these opportunity calls. We are here for you. And so at the end of the day, I just want all of you guys to know that you're not alone. Trouble don't last always, and we got a solution, honey, to your problem. So I thank you so much, CJ, for telling me and sharing with me this opportunity to share my testimony. You guys get started today. It's only $29.95. And when you get started, I will catch you guys on the other side. Peace and blessings.
Wow, that was amazing. Hey guys, everybody drop a fire emoji. You know, she brought the fire, she brought that energy that I was telling you about. And look, you know, she's been able to do amazing things with the business. But you know, I'm not gonna stop there. I'm not gonna stop there. But if she fired you up, go ahead and tell the person that you're watching on their watch party, just comment down below, just say I'm ready to get started. But you know, I understand if you haven't heard enough. So we're gonna bring some more people on. You know, so this next woman, remember I told you guys, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter you know, what you've done up until this point, you know you for where you've been, but you know, it's all about where you're going. It's not about where you've been, it's about where you're going, right? And this next individual is going places. So I want to bring Diana on here, and she's gonna go ahead and share her story, guys. So here we go. Let me find you and bring you on. All right, I think I unmuted you. All right.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, CJ. Thanks for bringing me on. My name's Diana, and I've been with myEcon for almost 2 months. And I'm going to be 62 next month. And so first off, I want to say you're never too old to get started. You're never too old to do something to better your life, to live your dreams, and not always be working for somebody else. I do work a full-time job, and I did the W-4 strategy first thing, and I get about 200 more a month. And I did the credit repair, and I got an email the other day. I haven't gotten my letters back yet, but I did get an email that my credit score has gone up 6 points. So even without receiving confirmation or receiving letters, my score did already go up 6 points. So that's amazing for me. I just want to say $29.95 is nothing when this usually costs almost $100. I mean, I'm sure you spend almost $30 on trivial things that you could do without, really. And this is an expense that you could do to better yourself, to leave a legacy for your family if you're younger and you have a family at home, young kids. Me, I'm doing it for me because I don't want to work till the day I die. I want to make this my business and make an income so I can quit my job and just stay home and do it all the time. Anyway, sign up tonight. If you don't do it now it turns into never. So do it tonight. Thank you, CJ.
Hey, no problem, Diana. And you know, I'm excited to see how far this business takes you. You know, you're proof that you know it's never too late to get started, guys. And I want to let you guys know a little something before I bring the next person on. You know, I met plenty of individuals, you know, but at like myEcon events. But there was one guy who I met at one of the events who was like 77 years old, guys, and he started when he was like 63. You know, and he completely turned his life around from being, you know, a janitor living in an alleyway, right? He was basically living in a box, but it wasn't like a box. It was like a little cutout in the road, right? And he went from basically being like a poor, you know, on the streets to making over $1 million, you know, cash flowing over $1 million thanks to the strategies of myEcon and the business. So, you know, it's never too late to get started. It's never too late to pick up the pieces. Look, we've all been through pain in our life, but it's your turn. I think we could all agree that you deserve a reward, right? You deserve to be compensated for everything you've been through in your life, right? It's time to pick up the pieces. So the next person I'm gonna bring on, let me find them. This guy's been rocking with us for a while now. He's asset to the team. You know, he's a great guy. George, are you there? Are you available to give a testimony? George? Okay, there we go.
Hey, what's up, CJ? Yeah, man, I'm really thankful for this opportunity. Simply put, when I started the week before I started this opportunity. Excuse me. My insurance costs went up. I ended up with like a $200 paycheck. But the way out of that situation was adjusting my W-4. I was able to take home an extra $300 a month, and I was able to use that money to eliminate several debts that I had. Plus, I was able to use the credit system to erase 4 different collections, and my credit has skyrocketed 168 points in 6 months. And now, because of the team training that I'm getting, I'm starting to get a taste of that residual income. I'm starting to get results in my business, and I'm really excited. If you're watching this video, you need to get started now. I highly recommend it.
Thank you so much, bro. And look, man, how do I say this? Only 6 months, 168 points increase on his credit score, guys. You're not gonna see those results anywhere else. And you know the best part is, he didn't have to pay some kind of company to go and do that for him. And whether or not it actually happened, now he has the tools to make sure it doesn't happen again. He's getting a taste of that residual income. And guys, look, even if you don't believe that you have what it takes to build the business yourself, you might surprise yourself. You will surprise yourself, right? There's so many ways to benefit with this business that it's impossible to lose. So this next person, one of the biggest leaders in our team, in the company in general, a multiple 6-figure earner, guys, amazing dude, one of my really good friends out of Las Vegas. His name is Alex. I want you guys to listen to every word this man says, okay, guys, because there's a reason why he's a top earner in the business. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor, Alex. Hold on, let me get you unmuted real quick.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, CJ, thank you for that amazing intro, and glad to be on this call with you guys, giving my testimonial. And the one thing that I want to tell you guys is that for those of you that are on this call right now, I'm extremely excited to be on this call, but I'm actually even more excited for you guys to be on this call. And here's why, guys. Back in 2018, July of 2018, I was on a call similar to this one, okay? Similar to just the exact call that you guys are watching right now. Back then, I was I was going through a financial hardship, okay? I was literally, broke, busted, and disgusted, like they say. It was horrible. I was depressed. I was working in corporate America for many, many years, guys. And then at some point I was let go unexpectedly, just like millions of Americans are experiencing right now. And so I got started with myEcon. As soon as I saw the presentation, as soon as I saw the value of this company, I took action. It just made complete sense to me because number one, the products, first of all, guys, the products are amazing. I was able to actually go from I had a poor credit score. I was able to raise my score within a few months, I would say 3 to 4 months. I was able to raise my credit score by almost 130 points. I had a car repo on my report. I had credit cards on my report. Thanks to myEcon, I've been able to have all of those items deleted. They're gone forever, for good, right? Number two, these services pay for themselves. Literally every single week. And like I told you guys, I've been with myEcon for a couple of years now. So I've been able to help so many people with the W4 strategy alone. I get people messaging me every single week. Alex, I'm sorry, can you guys hear me? Alex, I'm getting an extra $300, $400, $500, $800 per month. So those are really things that really, get me even more excited. This business has huge potential, and this is coming from somebody who literally was, started out, like I told you guys, I was completely broke, okay? No savings in my bank, none of that stuff. And I was able to turn around my life, turn around my situation. Now I'm able to provide for my family the way I want. All my bills are getting paid. I'm getting those residual checks coming in every single first Friday of the month. But you know what? What's even better for me is the fact that I have people on my team actually making their first checks. People who have never made any money online. myEcon is a game changer. The company is amazing. It's 100% legit. $29, guys. Make that investment into your financial future. Make that investment into your whatever your dreams are. Okay. So with that being said, CJ, I'm gonna pass the mic back to you.
Hey man, thank you for taking the time out of your day to come jump on this meeting with us. Look guys, you're gonna learn from him directly. When you guys get started with the team, you're gonna learn from me directly. You're gonna learn from the next person that I'm about to bring on the panel. There's actually a bunch of us, okay? But look, man, I feel like at this point it's like a no-brainer. Like you should have got started already. Like you know what I mean? But that's okay. Before you guys go over to the website and pay your $29.95 to get started and get added to our Facebook group, I want you to hear from one more person. Okay, this guy right here. He just so happens to be my best friend. Okay. We met each other through business, and we traveled the country. We've made over millions of dollars together, really. And this guy right here, he's a multiple six-figure earner, makes multiple six figures a year, making a killing in the business, one of the top earners, top leader in the whole country, right? I want you guys to listen to what he has to say, and remember that you're gonna have access to this person once you get started, okay? No matter who you join. All right, so the person I'm referring to, my best friend Javier. So I'm gonna bring you on here.
All right.
There we go.
Can everyone see me and hear me? I'm using my front camera.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So what's up, everybody? First and foremost, thank you for spending your Monday afternoon. It's a Memorial Day, right? So happy Memorial Day. Thank you for spending your Monday afternoon to come hear this powerful information. And I'm not going to go too long. I just want to say one thing, okay? I want to say a few things, actually. One of the biggest things I want to say is, look, myEcon has blessed me tremendously, not only financially, but it has allowed me to literally, it's the biggest blessing is the financial freedom, okay? The biggest blessing I've had since joining myEcon in this business and this opportunity is the financial and the time freedom to be able to work whenever you want, to be able to literally work even on the go. Like we're on our Walmart trip right now with my little brother and Stephanie's cousin, my fiance's cousin. We're on our Walmart trip because we're about to do a barbecue, but we're still here working on the go, We're still here grinding, making moves right now. And the best part is, guys, once you get started with the same opportunity, you'll have that same access to work on the go. You'll have that same access to be your own boss, create your own schedule, and overall work on your own terms. And I think that's money that cannot buy. That's stuff money cannot buy. It's completely priceless. And one thing that I strongly live by is if you never try, you will never know. Okay, I'm 23 years old, and I wasn't always in this situation. About 6-7 years ago, when I first came into this industry, I was broke. I was struggling. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have a future ahead of me because of my circumstances. You see, when I was young, about 1 or 2 years old, my mom brought us to this country, United States, and we were undocumented. So I didn't have opportunities. I was struggling to even find a job that would pay me $6 an hour. It was that bad. And when I came across this opportunity, I saw it with the vision. I'm like, man, let's go. I see a way for me to come out of poverty. And that's exactly what happened. I'm 23 years old, and I've made a little over $1.5 million inside of this industry the last 4 years. Okay. How old are you, bro? 20 years old. And guess what? He's also in the business, and he's also built a successful business in myEcon. Absolute no excuses. Okay. The only thing holding you back is the fear. The only thing holding you back is your comfort zone. So it's time to get out of that comfort zone so that you can experience a different lifestyle for you and your family. And one more thing, okay? myEcon, no brainer. Absolute no brainer. What you get access to in the membership, okay, what you get access to in the membership will pay you 10 times fold, okay? Because the strategies is money. Our product is money. And that's what makes myEcon a no-brainer. So thank you, CJ, for bringing me on. And look, guys, now it's just time for you to reach out to the person who invited you. Tell them, I am ready to get started. If you're watching this on Facebook, reach out to whoever Facebook watch party you're watching. Tell them, I am ready to get started. And once you do, we are going to welcome you with open arms inside of Team Six Figures. Peace. Get the floor back to you, CJ.
Right. All right. Yo, thank you so much, Javier, for taking the time out of your day. As you guys can see, you know, him, even Alex, they were busy with their day-to-day activities, but business does not stop. We take the time out of our day. We always show up for our team. Right now, what you're watching is a resource that you're going to have access to yourself. You know, so you should not have no doubts in your mind that this business will benefit you in multiple ways. Okay, guys? You know, so look, you know, right now is the time to get back with the person who either invited you, or if you're watching a watch party, maybe you never even talked to them before. You just decided to stumble upon this call and you made it through. Definitely get back with that person, okay? Let them know you're ready to get started, even if you never talked to them before, okay? You're going to have access to me. You know, you're going to have access to Javier, Alex, and all of us here at Team Six Figures. You know, even if, you know, you can't reach any of us, you could literally just post a question in the group and somebody will help you, because that is part of our culture. We look out for one another. You know, we make sure that everyone wins. You know, just so you guys are clear, you know, this right here is a world-class leadership award that was awarded to me, Alex, Javier, and a few others, you know, and I just want to show you guys that as proof, so you guys understand that you're going to be in great hands, okay? So you guys understand that you're not going to be left alone to figure it out yourself, you know? So when you guys get started, you know, make sure you plug in with these strategies right away, okay? And make sure that you stay close to the campfire, you know? What do I mean by that? You know, we're a very tightly knit community, and if you stay close with us and, you know, even ask us questions. If you have questions, don't hesitate, right? We're going to make sure to help guide you to success. Okay, guys? Because those who stay close to the campfire stay warm. And this analogy, staying warm, is staying wealthy. So, guys, look, man, I know it's Memorial Day. I know that you guys got things you want to do with your family. For me, I can't do nothing. It's storming outside here in Florida, right? But guys, just take a few minutes out of your day. Go and get started, okay? And in a couple hours, in 2 hours, I'm hosting a Facebook Live in our group that you will be added to by the person who you sign up with. They'll add you to our group. I'm hosting a live tonight, okay? It's called Mastermind Monday. We're going to be sharing exactly what it takes to be a top earner in this business, so you definitely don't want to miss it, guys. But with that being said, thank you for tuning in. And Team Six Figures family, you know, I want to be the first person to formally welcome you to the Team Six Figures family. All right, guys. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a great night. Peace.